Are you looking for a fun and easy dessert that will be the spooky star of the night for your next Halloween party? Well, I am coming to you today with a frightening twist on a classic party dessert. Hi, my name is Paige Colon and I'm a junior in the Nichols Dietetics program, and this is my FCED 262 10-minute cooking demonstration. Let's get started. Today, everyone will be learning how to make a worm and dirt poke box cake. To make this cake Halloween themed, I will be adding some spooky decorations such as tombstones, pumpkins, and bones. Okay, so for the utensils we're going to need today, we're going to need 2 mixing bowls, 2 spatulas, another spatula to spread the topping on top, a rolling pin, and a Ziploc bag to crush your cookies, toothpicks, and a 9x13 pan. And then for the cake, you're going to need a devil's food cake mix, 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. And then for the topping, you're going to need 16 ounces of whipped cream, 1 pack of Oreos crushed up in the Ziploc bag, your Halloween decorations, 1 box of pudding mix, 2 cups of gummy worms, and 2 cups of milk. Okay, so now I have the cake mix in the bowl. So I'm gonna add the water, 3 eggs, and the 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And now I'm gonna mix it until it's well combined. So now I'm gonna pour the cake mix into this 9x13 pan. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting the cake in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. And the cake's going to bake for 25 minutes. Okay, so now that our cake is completely done, you're going to check it by putting a toothpick in it. So you're going to put the toothpick in wherever you want, and it's going to come out clean whenever it's done. So after that, you're going to let the cake cool completely for about an hour. So I already have my cake cooled. And the next thing we're going to do is take a spoon and poke holes in the cake so that way we can put gummy worms in the cake. So you're going to take the end of the spoon and make a hole about that big, and then stick a gummy worm in it like that. And you're going to do 3 holes this way, and then 4 across, so you end up with 12 holes. You stop. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take another one of your mixing bowls and pour in your pudding mix and your 2 cups of milk. And then you can take rather a wooden spoon or a whisk. I'm gonna use the whisk, that way it combines a little bit better. And you're gonna whisk the 2 ingredients together until they're completely combined, and you're gonna let it sit for about 2 minutes afterwards, so that way the pudding sets in the milk. All right, so the next thing, once your pudding has kind of solidified, is that you're gonna add 16 ounces or 2 cups of whipped cream. So you're just gonna pour it in. And then you're gonna gently fold the pudding mix with the whipped cream. This might take a little bit. This actually looks really good. And now that we got that done, next thing we're going to do is add the Oreos. So it's going to be 2 cups of Oreos that are already crushed. And then you're just going to add a little bit in, about half of that 2 cups. And kind of just fold it in a little bit. And then add a little bit more. And fold it in. And then add the last little bit. And then fold that in and make sure that everything's mixed evenly. Alright, so now that we have our mixture over here, we're going to put it on top of the cake. So I'm just going to put all of this on top. And do about half of it for right now. And then just spread it on top like this with your spatula. And then I'm going to add a little bit more. And then I'm going to spread it with spatula. And then I'm going to let this set in the fridge for 10 minutes, but it would probably be best to let this sit for about an hour, so that way you can put all your toppings on top. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part, which is the decorating part. So I'm going to show you all the decorations that I have. So the first thing I have is 2 cups of the crushed Oreos. And then I have about 2 cups of the gummy worms. And then as optional decorations, you can do sprinkles. These came with some of the decorations that I purchased. Or you can do maybe candy corn or like the candy corn pumpkins. And then I have these little sugar decorations right here. So I have some tombstones, some little spiders, some little beware signs, and then I have some little knives, these little axes, and like another little knife right here, and then some little zombie hands. So we're gonna place all of these on top of the cake. Alright, so now we're gonna place all of our little decorations on top of the cake. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take some of the Oreos and put it on top. This is gonna be kind of like the dirt to our little graveyard here that we're doing. And you're just gonna sprinkle as much Oreos as you want. So I'm gonna put a good bit over here and on the edges. Kind of all like on the little empty spots. Okay, and then next I'm gonna take all like the little sugar decorations and just kind of push them into the cake. And you can really put these on here like however you want. Put the little signs up here. And then I'm gonna place these little spider decorations kind of on the corners. And then maybe like a little hand right here. A little knife next to the hand. And then I'm gonna put a little hatchet right here. And then a little hand right here. Little axe. And then what I'm gonna do is take some of the gummy worms. Now if your gummy worms are too long, you can cut them in half. So you can have like mini gummy worms. And then kind of just place them on top of the cake as well. So this is the nutrition label for the Halloween dirt cake. This nutrition label is based off of 1 serving. So there is 640 calories per serving, 21 grams of total fat, 106 grams of total carbohydrates, 63 grams of sugars, 2 grams of dietary fiber, and 7 grams of protein. Alright, so now we're done. So I have the finished product right in front of me. And basically the key point that I want my audience, you guys, to get from this is that you can take a classic dessert and make it into a themed dessert with just a couple of extra edible decorations. My resource is tasty.com, and now I'm going to have my audience try my dessert. Alright, so do y'all have any questions about the dessert that I made today?
Are there any substitutions that you can use?
Yes, you can. So basically, there's 3 different substitutions you can make to this. The first one being that using almond milk in place of regular milk, using 1/3 cup of applesauce for each egg that you use in the recipe, and you can also use almond milk whipped cream in place of the regular whipped cream.
Are there any other flavors or themes for the holidays throughout the year that you can make?
Yes, so basically you can make any type of flavor that you want. So you can do vanilla, you could do strawberry, and you can also tailor your decorations to your different holidays. So whether it be Easter, Christmas, or even birthday parties and stuff like that.
Cuts.